Yo, what's up guys? So today I wanted to really quickly go over the only new rune that's going to be added to season 14. Every other rune's probably going to have some like minor adjustments, if any at all, but this rune, Triple Tonic, is the only one that actually fully replaces a rune. So for those that don't know, it replaces Stopwatch actually. So Stopwatch is actually being removed from the game. Riot has deemed it unhealthy, but now we get this instead. And Triple Tonic's actually pretty cool. I think there's a lot of cool interactions you can do, and it actually provides skillful timing and things of that nature. So it's not a bad rune per se. You can actually have some really nice combos with it if you've seen some players do it in professional play that have been trying it in Champions Queue and whatnot, and in other in-houses. It's been pretty cool. So quick rundown of the rune. Basically, it's just you're cosplaying a chemist. You get 3 tonics as the game progresses into the early mid. At level 3, you're going to get the first one, which is the Elixir of Avarice, and then you get 2 more as you level to 6 and 9. So at level 6, you're going to get the Elixir of Force, and at level 9, you get the Elixir of Skill, right? So this takes us, obviously this Triple Tonic replacing Stopwatch takes a second row, and this can be combined for a lot of really funny item combinations, because let's say with this first strike build that I went on Lucian here just for fun, you have 4 consumable items that you can probably just save up and like have like a huge burst in certain fights and whatnot. So pretty funny stuff. So I can give an example here of the 3 tonics. So Elixir of Avarice is the one you get at 3 minutes, and basically it's nothing crazy. You just get on hit, and it's almost like a Walmart version of DMAT in the sense that like you just get on hit on minions here. I think it's actually bugged. Actually, no, maybe it's not. But anyways, it gives on hit for minions for a minute, but this one actually gives gold at the end of its duration. Also note that the tonics can stack, so if you want to save them for like a rainy day or like a huge team fight for whatever reason, I guess you could. Let's say you want to, like, this one's meant for like pushing pressure in certain situations. Think of it as the same mindset as DMAT, right? The second one, Elixir of Force, is basically a Walmart version of the bigger elixirs, or the red or the blue one, I would suppose, because it gives adaptive force for a minute. So you basically just pop this in right before an important engagement or anything like that. The last one, Elixir of Skill, is an extra skill point. So this one is really powerful actually, because it lets you cheat and get 1 additional level in one of your abilities early on in the game, right? It's not insanely powerful because if you think about it, it's like you're level 9 and you're getting an extra skill point, but at level 9 you're usually having already 5 points in the which is the maximum in the ability that like your bread and butter. In this case it would have been Lucian Q, but I just decided to not do it for the sake of demonstration. So it's like you would get 1 extra ability in your in a 1 extra point in an ability where it's not as relevant, right? So it's like, all right. One other thing to note that I didn't catch is the level 3 Elixir Avarice, actually gives 40 gold at the end of its duration. So those are the 3. I think it's really skillful. That's pretty much it though. These don't scale with triple Time Warp Tonic, actually, because Time Warp Tonic has been specifically tuned for potions and biscuits, right? And it would have been really broken if you could just get their effects through Time Warp Tonic and get like extra move speed over time, but that's not the case. But having a full consumable build is really funny still. You get a lot of random items. It just reminds you of Kleptomancy from the past. And if you have a really important early to mid game, this is a pretty strong rune to take, right? The only other options would be, if I recall, it's Boots and Hex Flash. So I can see a lot of aggressive champions that also happen to require inspiration. You could take this instead. Or let's say you're top lane, and then there's matchups that are contingent with early phases, like let's say you get outscaled, but you have a window of being able to do something. Then you could actually take this rune. Like let's say you're Camille, and it's a very important matchup. You could take Triple Tonic. You could force something in the early to mid, and then get out and bail yourself out of a bad matchup. Stuff like that. So it's a pretty cool rune. That's it. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks, guys.